Last Sunday, the temperature in the small town of Normal Wells in Canada's Northwest Territories hit 100 degrees. At only 300 miles south of the Arctic Circle, it's the most northern place in Canada to hit 100 in the Canadian climate record. These blistering temperatures so far north have fueled Canada's fire season. Already nearly 23 million acres burned, 5 million more than the previous record for a full year, with months of wildfire season left. The area burned is almost 1% of the entire area of Canada and about the size of the state of Maine. In the lower 48, smoke from the Canadian fires first sullied the skies and polluted the air in May, followed in June by two historic bouts of unhealthy air quality in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and Upper Midwest. Air quality was so bad that the EPA had to use the rare categories of code purple for very unhealthy and code maroon for hazardous on the Air Quality Index. Now this chart, courtesy of the Washington Post, shows the maximum value of the AQI so far this summer due to PM 2.5, which means very tiny particulate matter that can reach the lungs and enter the bloodstream. Wildfire smoke contains a lot of those particles. 17 states from the Northeast to the Northern Plains have experienced the very unhealthy purple category, and 12 more states maxed out in code red, just regular unhealthy. For context, even code red is pretty rare in most of the lower 48, except on the 4th of July. Now, if we drill down into the AQI, the unhealthy category means that some members of the general public might experience health effects, while purple means the risk of health effects increases for everyone. Code maroon or hazardous is almost unheard of in the U.S. and indicates emergency conditions. In June, cities such as Milwaukee, Indianapolis, and Cleveland reached code purple on at least one day, as did Syracuse and New York City, both setting record high AQIs. So how high did the AQI get in Pennsylvania? Well, here's the top two AQI days for PM 2.5 at 6 locations in the state over the last 25 years. This table is courtesy of Penn State alum Bryant Sell, by the way. 5 of the 6, all except Philadelphia, set records last month, with Philadelphia's highest June reading taken over second place there. And notice Allentown topped 300 on June 7th in the hazardous category. I could not find another occurrence of a level that high in the state in the last 25 years. Finally, it wasn't just a one and done with the smoke. This chart, also courtesy of the Washington Post, shows the number of days of at least code red air quality. Here in Pennsylvania, especially central and eastern parts, you see lots of 4s and 5s, unprecedented in the modern record. In fact, Pennsylvania, New York, and Wisconsin have seen the most code red or worse days in the lower 48 this summer. And we're probably not done with wildfire smoke from the north, given that Canada's wildfire season often runs into September. Stay tuned. The extended forecast is next.